Hey, let's talk about some sports. While we're on it, let's continue that topic. Let's talk a little
let's
wrestling. The video's up on our website at WOC1420.com. It is
the video's everywhere, right? Really, right
it's
now.
true. It's, I saw it in the UK. I saw a sports station in the UK was showing this video. And if you've not seen the video yet, it's two kids after a wrestling match. And this is the point where the referee goes to raise one of their hands. The other kid looks over and says, hey, look, I got an open shot here. And bam, takes it. Now, the first time you see that video, you go, ooh, that's wrong. Then you realize they're brothers and say, oh, well, that makes perfect sense. Now I completely understand it. The video is all over the world, but the kids are from the Quad Cities.
Amazing.
Their dad, Chris Schlicting, is a comedian. I know Chris from worked in a couple of comedy shows with him, so good to see you. Welcome.
Good.
I didn't know you could get up this early.
Yeah, I'm struggling, but what video are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, there's this video. I think it's your kids.
What?
I mean, your
and
kids.
you have twin sons. They're twins.
I have twin boys. Yes, I have twin boys.
I question. Now, the one that punched the other one in the gut, he was the loser, right?
Yeah, he lost.
Okay,
That's
all right.
not usually how we celebrate when we win.
Yes. Most people don't punch somebody in the gut when they lose, but
Very true.
But
Very
I
true.
just was wondering. I wanted to make
So do the setup here. So your kids, it's Thomas and Joe, right?
Yeah, I got Thomas, Jonas. They're both 7. I also have a daughter, Ruby, who is 9.
She waits till they get home. Right?
Yeah,
when
exactly.
The video camera's
and
not
it's a
on.
wrestling match the whole time at my house.
Yeah.
So this was just more organized. At least I thought it would be.
Right. So Tom and Joe, they're wrestlers, and they're what? So explain the setup
they're
here.
typical boys. We kind of are dabbling in everything. We got them in all different sports to try to kind of wean it down eventually. And they've been wrestling for 2 years, and because that's what you do in Iowa,
right?
You have to.
You have to, right?
The ironic thing is I didn't really wrestle, so it's kind of like the blind leading the blind a little bit. I'm out there coaching them, just telling them to stay off their back and not cry like their daddy did.
And that's not, you didn't teach them, you didn't teach them this trick about how to lose gracefully?
What I do is I try to eavesdrop on what the other coach is saying, and then I do the opposite of what that coach of the other opponent is saying. But, yeah, you know what?
So this was where was this at? Where was this?
This was at there's tournaments all, across the Midwest. We focus mostly on the local ones, the high school. This was at Assumption, and that's where we've been wrestling through. And in the 2 years they've wrestled, they have never squared off against each other.
Right.
Jonas is slightly heavier, like 3 pounds heavier, and so they've just always been in different brackets. Well, leading up to this tournament, they just, for some reason, they were like, Dad, we want to wrestle each other. Dad, we'll handle it. No, they didn't say that.
Yeah.
And immediately in my mind, instead of thinking of what every coach warned me about, I was like, you know what? They're going to have a nice moment. Win or lose.
A moment they'll always remember as brothers.
And it was bad timing. I think I recently watched this movie called Warrior with Tom Hardy, where he squares off a UFC fight with his brother, his estranged brother, and at the end, they hug and like carry each other out of the ring. And I kept envisioning that for my 7-year-old boys.
Yeah.
But that didn't happen.
So who lost? Which one lost the match?
Jonas lost, but it was like 8-5, and it was points.
Yeah.
And my boys, they don't even know who has won half the time, until the ref holds up. So I really think when the ref made them shake, they did initially shake hands, and then the ref held up Tommy's hand, and that was the snapping point for Joe.
Now,
wow,
they've since made up, right?
Oh, they made up. It was almost like not even a need to say I'm sorry, because it's just like
expected.
This is standard.
They're brothers. They're brothers. That's what we do. You beat me, I'm going to get you.
I would also like to state the fact for all the people out the people that have made comments. Me and my wife do not encourage this or condone this. I did not set this up in any way.
But this is what brothers do.
Yes, and I think that's why it's really relatable.
Yeah.
If you have a sibling, or it's called on with anybody that has a sibling, they relate to it. They say, "Oh, this is me and you, Jeff," or "This is me and you, Tony," or "Me and you, Susie." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're kind of running out of time here. Real quick, the reaction for this around the world, I saw people saying, "Oh, these kids should be taken away from their father."
Yes.
And all that. I mean, people just think they know you.
It's been like 97% positive, but there have been a couple comments. Someone said I belong in prison, which scared me.
Oh, you're the worst parent ever, right? Yeah.
So that scared me a little bit, but it's been. I tell my wife, I'm like, let's not focus on the negative. Let's just ride this storm. And
So everything is all good. Everybody's happy. No
Yes.
big deal at the Schlicting house. I mean, it's,
No.
And you're not going to let them wrestle each other again for a while?
Yeah, we might take a break. Although, soon this viral video will die down, and I'll have to set something up again. Maybe we'll have a kick or something.
same dude.
Because I need this.
Chris Schlicting. Check out again the videos at the website WC1420.com. It's all over the place. You can't get away from the video. But good to know that
they're okay.
Everything's
everyone's
smooth
fine.
And everything good.
Yeah.
Well, appreciate you joining us.
yeah.
No problem. Thanks for having me, guys.
Yeah, thanks for getting up early. We appreciate
No
it.
problem.
6:56. Dan and Dan at AM Quad Cities.